Gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Here you go, man.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. A first down throw here for Rivers. He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one. But they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rivers. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and that leads to a play-action sack. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Leopard! Gun! Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now already over 150 yards through the air in the opening quarter. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass.
Leopard!
On 2nd down, Collins. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
They'll try and run forward with Collins. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
How many times do we hear from coaches, get north and south as a runner, especially in short yardage situations? I'd say 3rd and 1 counts. That didn't happen there.
Instead, they went backwards.
Detroit! 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 Leopard! Leopard!
4th down. Here's Jackson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is going to be incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Anthony Lynn, sensing the play clock running out, will call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. To the air again here, Rivers. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Rivers. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. Again, it's Rivers. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Rivers again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. Now Rivers on 4th down. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Melvin Gordon from 3 yards out. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Sturgis for the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is Collins running left. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. This is Collins on the handoff. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Desmond King making the tackle. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Gun!
3rd and 2, here's Jackson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Chargers getting set to go, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Rivers now going deep here. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Keenan Allen, 70 yards. And the Chargers get the quick strike touchdown. And that was just a fly route. There was no stop. He just went.
Yeah, and it was beautiful to watch because you have to set it up as you go along. Everyone knows he's fast, so you play him for that. That's the #1 thing you want to take away. But as you go through a game, sometimes you vary the speed in which you come off the line of scrimmage and maybe start a little bit slower, get him to stop his feet a little bit as a defensive back, and then explode and go, as we saw there.
1:58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Baltimore after this. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit!
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he'll let it go over. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A gain of 39 that time. First red zone chance now for the Ravens. They've got a first and goal from the 10-yard line. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Bulldozes, and he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Alex Collins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
To throw is Rivers. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. On first and 10, Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A second down throw for Rivers. And he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And on third and inches, we're going to get a whistle and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll throw again. Rivers. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down. Caleb Sturgis now for the Charger field goal. This one from 35 yards away. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half, Rivers. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of his first half of play. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy, stone-faced, wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we got to go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go, third quarter. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Rivers on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Gordon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On 4th down, they snap it to Rivers. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense getting ready now for their first possession of the second half. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson being chased out left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 15.
Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that, too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll try and get the ground game going. Here's Gordon. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Play fake. Rivers. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Chargers. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against him offensively. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. 3rd and long for Rivers. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
3rd down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win, and the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And now here come the Ravens. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than 1st. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other side of the field. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, the obvious goal is to try and score a touchdown, but at the least, adding to a pretty big yardage total for his intended receiver there, huh?
Yeah, well, when you got a guy over 150 yards, keep chucking it deep to him, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt about it. You can get it to him short, and he can make plays that way, but I like what you just said. Throw it to him deep and get it in a big chunk.
But incomplete on that try. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
Flex round! Flex round!
And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. First down, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down. Rivers now to throw on first down. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his second touchdown of the night. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Sturgis adds the PAT, and that will get them one closer. Sturgis out now to kick this one off. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Melvin Ingram able to drop him for a loss of 4. In a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic. This is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
On second down, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like they're drawing them up in the dirt. And so far,
that's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They give him a gain of 38. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Alex Collins with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A first down throw here for Rivers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Rivers again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They were trying to go back to Allen there, and that'll make it 3rd down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Charger first down, Rivers hooking up with Allen.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
But sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. From the gun, Rivers. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That throw good for 4. It's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now Gordon on first down. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the former Charger, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
After the interception, here's Jackson rolling to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They go play action with Jackson. On the move to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going to look deep for Perriman. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And able to find John Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They go play action here on 1st down. Joey Bosa in there to get him for a loss of 5.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
Oh, look over the middle, and he's got Perriman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 23. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Steps away. And his throw here's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Alex Collins, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone. But sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. The running back, because he's eager to get the pass. And sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever. And I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it.
Watch right.
Rivers again. And this is caught off the deflection. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 9 yards is the loss on the play.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Out to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now Brown. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.